Hi everyone. So the reason I'm making this video today is because by some coincidence, I've gotten so many messages and so many calls from even my clients telling me this common thing that's been there for them, and what's been up for a lot of people lately is this feeling of loneliness and this feeling of heaviness and sadness weaved into their own life. That even though they have people in their circles or in their bubbles right now, they still feel that weight of heaviness and loneliness. And so I really want to address this. And now the commonality that I found, for instance, yesterday I was on an Instagram Live with an old teacher and friend of mine who was explaining to me that she had experienced certain blocks in her path that had really gotten her to her knees, that had left her feeling this loneliness. I got a call from a friend this morning who was telling me the exact same thing. And I thought perhaps there's something collectively happening. And as people who practice these spiritual principles, or people who are really committed to themselves, never mind spirituality, just if you're committed to self-work and bettering yourself, it's just really important to know that we have to be the ones responsible for what's up for us in order to acknowledge it, feel it, work through it, and then release it. And so I want to help you do that today by just giving you a hint of what happens when we're brought down to our knees. So after this conversation that I had yesterday and the conversation that I had this morning, I closed my eyes and I sat down for a meditation. And I just thought about all the times in my life that I had been brought down to my knees. And what I mean by that is when life just gets you, like when something hard happens, or when a series of hard things happen in a tiny amount of time and you're overwhelmed, when life gets you down, what that really is an opportunity for you to lean on a source greater than your own, or even just to lean on yourself if that concept doesn't really resonate with you quite yet. Every time I have been brought to my knees, I realized it was a call of action for me to look upwards and see, how can I be responsible for my life? Why am I on my knees? Have I been letting other people dictate how I feel? Have I been relying on the people I love for my happiness, or have I been relying on myself? Have I let others really dictate how I feel? Have I let places dictate how I feel? Have I leaned on everything other than myself in the last little bit? Perhaps that's what's getting you to your knees. When you hide behind your work, or you hide behind your relationship, or you constantly distract and stimulate yourself till the moment that you're on your knees and you recognize that you just feel bad and you feel terrible. What is that? In my opinion, it's just a moment in time in which you've disconnected from yourself, from the truth of who you are. And so to stay in alignment with the truth of who we are keeps us away from those moments of hitting our knees. Now, we're all human beings and we'll all go there and it'll happen. But instead of looking at these moments as burdensome and hard and just impossible to get out of, I really want to encourage you to look at these moments, even for a glimpse of a second, to acknowledge those moments when you've been brought down by life as an opportunity for you to grow in some magnificent way, to really come home to yourself and offer yourself all that you're expecting from the rest of the world. See, again, we reach outside of ourselves for satisfaction in money, in our physical bodies and what our physical bodies look like, in relationships and friendships and families, in titles. We hide behind those things and we reach for those things as if those things are our happiness, when really deep down, nothing can fulfill us and nourish us the way we can ourselves. So every time you get hit down by life and you feel like there's no hope and there's no sun tomorrow morning, I want you to just remind yourself as best that you can that really all that you're looking for resides within you. And if you can say that to yourself for 1 second in the midst of a really bad day, I know and I can promise you that you'll feel a little bit better. And even if that little bit is this much, it is still worth it. See, all of this work is very simple. All this work that we do together is really just to feel good. It's not necessarily to become a spiritual person or to have a title for what you relate to as a higher source or a higher being. It's all just to feel good. And when life hits you down and you don't feel good, that's really just a call an opportunity for you to look inside of you, be responsible for your feelings, and acknowledge your part in them so that you can transform them. Everything in life, and I know I said it before and I'll say it again, everything in life that gets you to your knees is really just a moment in time offering you an opportunity to grow and to feel better and to create better patterns in your life that would create less resistance or that would create less impact when you fall, right? Everything is a learning opportunity. Now, with that being said, I really also wanted to offer you a tool. So normally in my videos, you hear me riff a bit, and I want to offer you a tool. Sometimes it's a meditation. Today, I want to offer you a tapping point. So in previous videos, we've worked with different tapping points. Today, you can follow along and tap just beneath the collarbone. So we're going to stay at this tapping point today, just beneath the collarbone. So you can do this with your eyes closed if you'd like. Now, if you're new to EFT and you haven't done my videos before, I just want to remind you, the beauty of EFT is that you actually start and begin your whole script by honoring your feelings. You honor what's up for you, right? You don't try to manipulate it or explain it to someone or disguise yourself or recite positive mantras when you don't really believe it. That doesn't really work. In order to get through anything, we have to just be really honest about what's there for us in order to feel it through. Once we honor our feelings, then we can allow ourselves an opportunity to see them clearer and to transform them. So the beauty of EFT is that when you are in a tapping session, you give yourself the opportunity to really feel what's there for you instead of hiding behind any kind of buffer, let's say, or positive messaging or convincing yourself that all is well and going about your day. We really want to take that suffering out of your body and transmuting it into something positive and something productive for your whole entire life. So with that being said, if you have a piece of paper around, or if you just want to take a mental note, rate your frustration today from 1 to 10. And because I've been receiving a lot of emails and messages from clients and friends about feeling lonely, I'm going to tap on loneliness, because loneliness is really a moment in time where you're actually sad because you envision yourself as separate from others. The truth is we aren't, and we're just going to reconnect to the truth that we are not separate from anyone. We're all the same. We're all one. So rate that out of 10. 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, 1 being you're having a pretty cool day. Find that number and then begin to tap right underneath your collarbone. 1 hand, 2 hands, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. Tap beneath your collarbone, close your eyes, and take a very big breath in. And a gentle sigh out. And do that again. Take a deep breath in, fill your belly. And release your breath. I will say a line and you will repeat it yourself after me. You can repeat it in your head or you can repeat it out loud. 1 more breath in. 1 breath out. Even though I feel lonely and upset, I deeply and completely love and respect myself. Even though I feel so lonely, I feel misunderstood, I deeply and completely love and respect myself. Even though I feel so lonely, I feel so misunderstood, I feel like no one gets me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling lonely and it feels like crap, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I feel really lonely right now. I'm feeling pretty crummy. I feel like what I'm going through is just way too overwhelming. I'm frustrated. I can't see the light. No matter what I do, I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And it really hurts. I'm lonely here. I'm by myself. I feel so isolated. I feel like no one understands me or what I'm going through. And this really hurts. This feeling is heavy. This feeling makes me feel sick. This feeling is unkind to my body. I want to run away from this feeling. I want to escape this feeling. I want to escape this feeling by hiding behind my work, behind my friends. I want to distract myself so I can't feel this feeling. But this feeling's here. And I realize there's nowhere to run. Even if I run away, I know this feeling will follow me. And it's really heavy. It's really heavy. It's really heavy. And take a deep breath in. Keep tapping there. Take a deep breath out. And then switching the tapping point, tap on the top of your head. Continuing here, take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Even though I'm feeling lonely, and this feeling is really hard, and there's nowhere to run, and there's nowhere to hide, at least I'm here. At least I love and accept myself. At least I'm just saying it. Even though I feel really crummy right now, and I feel alone and I feel isolated, I'm grateful to be here. Even though I feel really lonely, I'm here right now. I so love myself that I'm tapping on my head to feel better. That's how much I want to feel good. That's how dedicated I am to myself. And that's true love. I so love myself. I'm deep into some video right now, and I'm tapping on my head to feel good. That is self-love. And I'm feeling better already. I can feel the number I started with going down. So thank God for my feeling of loneliness. Thank God I feel lonely, because it led me here. I'm finally supporting myself in the ways that I've been seeking support from the world around me. So thank God I felt lonely. All I was looking for was care. All I wanted was love. And I'm doing that for myself right now. In this very moment, I'm taking very good care of myself. I realized that the universe put me on my knees and knocked me down to remember that I'm always supported. This video is evidence that I'm supported. The universe is always listening to me. Thank goodness I felt lonely. It gave me an opportunity to reconnect with myself, which is what I've just been craving this whole entire time. I've just wanted to feel connection and love, and I'm giving myself that. And I'm here doing this in a community of lots of people. And I know that the universe supports me always, even when I don't remember. So really, even if I wanted to be alone, I'm never alone. I'm never alone. I'm always being guided. I'm always being guided to my highest good, even when I'm not looking for it. I'm always supported. I am supported here. It feels good to be supported. It feels good to feel good. It's good to let relief come in. I acknowledge this sense of relief. I acknowledge this sense of relief and know that it's because I am always being guided, and it is because I am never alone. I know I feel relief because I'm never alone. I feel good. I'm feeling better. Loneliness was just a little illusion to get me into fear so that I can return to love. Bring your hand down. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And let out the softest sigh. And with your eyes closed, I want to encourage you to take a very honest inventory of how you feel. What's the first number that pops into your head? Write that down and compare it to the number that you started with. Sometimes we do go up, but usually the number goes down. If you really just let yourself feel your feelings, honor what's there for you, you can finally open up your eyes to the truth. You can finally open up to the truth that you are always supported and you are never alone. And if you are still unconvinced, take this video as a sign. Knowing that you are always led to the right place at the right time for a reason. Because the universe is always conspiring in your favor and your highest good. And it's just wanting you to get on board too. And that's why we fall on our knees. And to remember that is hard. And that's why we need to honor what's up for us in order to move through it, to remember. Returning to love is our greatest feat in life. And that's the whole point. Like I've said in my other videos, you don't need to be doing 100 sun salutations a day. You don't need to be a guru in an ashram. You don't need to practice meditating every day. The purpose of your human life is to fall so you can remember to pick yourself back up. So be kind and gentle to yourself. Be kind and gentle to your neighbor. Be kind and compassionate to the person you feel has wronged you, because we're all doing our best. Because we'll all hit our knees to the ground and feel helpless, lonely, and hopeless. And it is in those moments that it's the most important for us to remember that our journey in life is to pick ourselves back up and return to the space of love when we fall. My heart to each and every one of yours. Sat Nam.